Have you reached a point in your business where you're like, man, if I have to message somebody else and try and build some fake rapport just to go, oh, by the way, did and try and sell your product, then this training will hopefully be very, very helpful for you. Because I reached that point years ago. I like people, don't get me wrong, but there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I'd like to do more with my time than prospect. And in actual fact, I've generated more quality leads, made more sales to great clients, and grown my business way beyond ever what I could have done prospecting by replacing it with certain methods that I'd love to teach you in this training right now. In fact, I'm going to open up my laptop, share my screen, draw it all out for you. So I like to get straight to the point, so let's do that now. Real quick before I do that, if you like this training, if you like my style of training, you're a course provider, agency owner, coach, then I have a free Facebook group. You'll see a button over there. The link's in the description. You're welcome to join that community. There's no payment involved. It's entirely free. I give away a whole bunch of stuff, resources, free trainings, guidance, live sessions, coaching. You're welcome to join should you like this training. I'm willing to work for it first, right? You like my training, then you're welcome to come over and take a look. Anyway, we got work to do, so let me open up the laptop and let's dive in. So there's really only three ways that you can generate quality leads without prospecting. And I emphasize the word quality because it's no good. Prospecting for me, the quality is kind of questionable. We can get some decent lead quality, but we have to really sift through a lot of people to find the cream of the crop, right? Because prospecting lacks the specificity that these methods I'm going to give you have. So that's the problem I have with prospecting. It's manual, it's slow, it's boring, it takes up a lot of your time, and I don't like any of those things in a business. So we can get quality leads without prospecting in many ways. But for me, there's only three that, we can get lots of leads without prospecting, but quality, these three are the best. First of all, content. Now, you may say, oh, I've tried that. I post on social media. I do all that type of stuff. I know. That's not the best place to do it. I better change that to a no. That's not the best place to do it, right? Because if you put content out there, it's only going to be as attractive as the people that see it. You understand that? If I go create a series of articles on vegetarianism and then I put them in a barbecue meat eaters group, I'm not going to be well received, and quite rightly so, because that content doesn't fit the audience. The vegetarians who I may want to educate, they may not be seeing that. So I've really got to make sure that my content, your content, is being seen by the right people. So there's really only two places where you can get your content seen over and over and over again in growing numbers by the right people. And that is YouTube or a podcast. I'll put pod. Why? Well, think about when you go on YouTube or when you go searching for a podcast, you search. I use the word in the sentence without even thinking about it. If you go on social media, are you really searching for content? Or are you scrolling and it just happens to pop up? You're doing the latter. But if you go to YouTube or you go to a podcast, you actually go to the search bar and you type in, like, this is what you're looking for. So there are people typing in right now, and there are ways and means of seeing what that is. If you want to know how to do that, let me know. I can teach you that stuff. So you can know, okay, my audience is searching for this. So I actually have the content. I have the answers to those questions. I have the solutions to those problems. So you could create content in audio form and video form that helps solve that. What do you think I'm doing here? If you're a business owner that's stuck prospecting and you don't want to prospect anymore, that's the exact business that I'm in. So you didn't find this video by accident. Okay, there was things that I did from marketing experience and certain templates that I follow that I teach clients that allowed me to get this information in front of you. And think of the relationship we've already begun. This guy is helping me, right? I'm giving you good content here. You can do the exact same thing that I'm doing, but for your audience. And guess what? A lot of people become leads. A lot of people become clients from my YouTube videos and from my podcast as well. I've got like 900 and some thousand views on YouTube, and I think it's approaching 500,000 on a podcast. Now, even if we have a 90% like non-interested rate, which shouldn't happen and doesn't happen because I'm targeted with what I do, that's my particular methodology, even 10% of what, 1.4 million is what, 140,000. 140,000 potential clients. So you can see now the power. Do I need to prospect? Absolutely not. I don't need to prospect at all anymore at all because of using these two platforms. So there's my first piece of advice and the first way you can definitely generate leads without prospecting. Second of all, paid marketing. Think about why we prospect. What function does it perform? Well, it's allowing you to go out there and find potentially interested people. So if you don't want to put your time into doing that anymore, what's going to find those interested people for you? I've already given you one way, have them come to you. We can use ads. What basically does an ad do? On, let's say Facebook, for example, which is that and YouTube are the main advertising platforms I use. What I would usually, let's say, post, either a video or text or whatever it may be, that's a post. Instead of me having to build up friends, build up likes, make sure they're in my newsfeed, make sure they're watching it, blah, 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 blah. Instead of doing that, we can just pay a company like Google or Facebook. We can say, hey, show all this type of person in the tune of thousands per day this piece of content. I want them all to see this. So now, in effect, that platform is doing the beginning section of the prospecting for you. It's bringing people, it's showing your message, your business to these people. And this is a great way we can do this. Now, there's only a certain number of paid marketing campaigns that actually work to generate strong quality leads and generate conversions, but take the concept. Okay, you can pay to have an advertising platform almost prospect for you. Take your messaging out there and put it to the right people's eyes and ears. It's a powerful way. It's a more leveraged way, and the reach is unreal. You can show thousands and thousands and thousands of people a day your message. You just can't match that with prospecting. Even if you wanted to do that with the time, you couldn't compete. Okay, you couldn't compete. And then number 3, referrals. Everyone forgets this. It's outdated, but it's not. Have you got an effective referral strategy in your business? If I was a customer or a client of yours, would I know exactly how to refer people to your business? You say, well, yeah, it's common sense, Richard. Well, things that are simple to do are simple not to do. A lot of people nowadays are a little bit nervous. They don't like to make mistakes. They don't like to look foolish. It's a human condition, right? Insecurity. So if they're not crystal clear on the correct way to recommend someone to you, they're probably not. But if you can go out there and if you've got a physical business with vouchers or something like that, with a digital business, you can set up an affiliate site, or you can let people know in your programs or your coaching, whatever, hey, by the way, if at any point through this process you're like, so-and-so would benefit from this, or someone asks you about these results and you want to refer them, I'll pay you an affiliate commission if that person decides to become a client or decides to buy my product. So here's the link that you will send them to, or make sure you put us in a group chat or send them to my group, whatever it may be, right? Make sure your clients are aware of how they can refer people to you. And this actually pushes you to do a better job, right? To have, let's put HQ, higher quality service, higher quality product, a more enjoyable experience for your clients and customers. If you do that, then you're going to get more referrals. Okay, you're going to get more referrals. And all this does is it just eases your load on these two. This one eases your load as well because it compounds. Paid marketing, you can scale really well with this. You need something to scale. If you're using YouTube and a podcast correctly, every episode you're putting out there, every video, if you're ranking it, then it's easing the pressure because more and more views. The reason I've got to this, what I'm most impressed with is not the total views. What's most useful to my business is that now, as I'm making this, I get around 10,000 views per month on my YouTube channel, and I think my podcast is around 5,000 per month in terms of downloads. So that for me means I've got 15,000 occasions where people who are interested in me and my business are being exposed or progressed in my business, whether I do anything else or not. Any advertising, any referrals, anything. So think about what that would do in your business. 15,000 people or 5,000 people or 10,000 people every month before you've even got out of bed, are going to be exposed to your business. These are the exact people who are looking for what you've got, and you can put it in front of them, or rather from something you did weeks, months, years ago is going to put it in front of them on your behalf. This is why I really encourage people to get started with this. scale with this at the same time if they have the budget, and then these will follow. Okay. This for me is how I run my business with zero prospecting, and it works really, really well. So I hope that has helped. One final piece of advice I would give you, if I just clear this frame, okay? These are very important words, these 2 words I'm going to give you. Very, very important. It's no good you putting all this into practice, generating leads, and then you lack a conversion mechanism. What a waste. Don't be wasteful. I don't like waste in anything, particularly in a business. So if you're generating leads, okay, you've got people coming to you who are interested, but you don't have a conversion mechanism to plug them into, you're going to be a lot of waste. A lot of people saying no to you that didn't have to say no. A lot of people not buying from you that could have bought from you. So make sure you have in place a strong conversion mechanism, a machine, if you will, a process that when someone is like, yep, that I'm interested, you plug them into that. You plug them into that so you can get predictable percentages of conversions. I know myself. This is what it costs me to acquire a lead. I know how much it costs me with my marketing and my time to acquire a lead. I know the percentage at which those leads will become clients. I know the percentages of those people that will buy other products from me or refer. So I know their lifetime value of a client. So what that gives me is it allows me to know here's what I can afford to spend in terms of time and marketing, because here's the profit that I make every time I generate a client, and I know how much that costs. If you don't know these kind of numbers in your business, you don't really have a business. You have something that's operating on luck, hope, and probably a lot of hard work that's unnecessary. So if you want to kind of know these kind of numbers and run your business by the numbers, by all means reach out. More than happy to help. In fact, the best place would be my Facebook group. If you're a coach, consultant, a course creator, or agency, those are very similar businesses that I have expertise in. They're all helping someone transform through a service or information. So I do really well with those types of business owners. You're more than welcome to click the eye that's on the top of the screen or the link in the description below here. That will allow you to request to join my Facebook group, which of course is free. Live trainings, Q&A sessions, bonus trainings, all sorts of stuff in there that will help you grow your business. We talk about conversion mechanisms, lead generation, advertising, YouTube, that's all in there. I would love to see you over there. And when you join, I'll reach out to you individually, see if you have something that you want to ask me so I can give you some help should you need it. I hope to see you over there, and I hope this has been useful for you too. As I always say, go create a day in a life that counts. Always have more desires than excuses. And whatever you're doing, I hope you have a fantastic day. See you on the next one if you're a subscriber, and bye for now.